Hey guys, welcome back as always. My name is Lazar, and once again we are back in Space Marine 2. We got update 11.0. Did you try it on the PTS? If not, let me get you up to speed on what we got in this brand new update. First of all, we got a bunch of cosmetics. We're talking about the Sanguinary Guard, the Blood Angels Champion. Now the skin itself, believe it or not, is for the tactical, which left a lot of us scratching our head, much like the Sniper Champion being basically for the Salamanders, which didn't make a whole lot of sense. But you can actually put every single piece over on the Assault Champion if that's what you prefer, obviously with the hammer raining down death and destruction. Since we're talking about Sanguinary Guard, the Assault class, having this skin makes a lot more sense. Now, as before, as it is with all of the champion classes, you do lose a little bit of detail when you apply these pieces to another class. A quick example would be the fact that you lose out on the Purity Seals. It's the same with the Black Templars champion, only there you lose a bit more detail than just the Purity Seals, which might matter or not to you. You also use like the Everlight on his belt and so on, a few additional details as well. But if you don't care about that, boom, there you go, Sanguinary Guard. If you don't know what color to use Liberator Gold, is the closest to the actual color of the skin itself. Yes, if you apply the skin which cannot be modified, use Liberator Gold on your Assault. Thankfully, this skin does in fact actually come with a backpack that will fit the theme, the Blood Angels Champion backpack. So that's a cool little touch there by the developer. Thank you so much for thinking of us, the guys that actually care about low accuracy and so on and so forth. For the rest of you guys, well, this is a metallic skin, so if you choose different colors, let's say you want to make yourself a Ultramarine, a Blueberry, or a Black Templar, or whatnot, keep in mind that the colors, the base surface is metallic, so it's gonna kind of come out like that. If you like the skin or you don't like the skin, that's gonna be subjective and down to the individuals, because what I may like, you may not like, and vice versa. Speaking about cosmetics, however, we got a cosmetic pack for the Salamanders. Is it hefty? Is it juicy? No, well, no. Not really. Unfortunately, you see, because of the massacre on Ishvan, was it 5? Yes. The massacre on Ishvan 5, there's not a lot of Salamanders left. I think after the whole Horus Heresy thing, there were about 7,000 left, so you don't have a whole lot of successor chapters. What do we got in this update? We got the Black Vipers, the Covenant of Fire, the Dragon Spears, and the Dark Krakens. And I'll be honest with you, before this update, I had no freaking clues that these guys even existed. And you can unlock various armor pieces, starting with a shoulder, head plate or helmet. You get 2 of these, one with the symbol and one without the symbol. Okay, so if you want to use that very specific type of helmet on something else, something like a I want to see like a fire bat type of helmet, like a flamethrower type of helmet. Of course, you also get a brand new backpack with the Salamander symbol in the center back. You can also use the Champion Salamander for your fashion, the one that came with the Sniper, and this absolutely amazing shoulder piece. But let me show you a bit more close up. So basically, this is what you can do if you want to make yourself a really cool Salamander fashion. Now, this guy has combined pieces from the Salamander Champion that came back with the first season pass, and of course, the second season pass brought this Salamander pack. Weirdly enough, there's a lot of decals just with the 6th squad, which doesn't really match this custom shoulder that only comes with the 4th squad, so you're gonna have to mix and match. What you're looking at right now, obviously, for those of you that know the lore or care about such things, we're looking at a lieutenant. Yes, this is a lieutenant in the 4th squad, okay, of the Salamanders. You can tell by the symbol and the markings on the helmet as well. From my point of view, while the Blood Angels Champion looks absolutely legit, fantastic, love the Sanguinary Guard if you like, well, gold, basically. It's a little bit gaudy, but there we go, it is true to lore. When it comes to the pieces that we got for the Salamanders, there's just simply not all that many. First of all, this helmet with an embossed flaming symbol for the Salamanders or without, it's gonna come down to what you prefer to use. You got 2 shoulders, this one which is absolutely insanity, but not a whole lot of customizability here. Of course, representing volcanic rock of their homeworld of Nocturne, if you know the lore of the Salamanders. And this shoulder which has this frontal shield, like Crusader style shield, and allows you to put here a symbol, a decal of your choosing, and these very I want to say Ghost Rider looking emblems, along with the inscription into the fires of battle onto the anvil of war. You can't make all of it, but that's basically what it says. And of course, various other Salamander specific decorations such as lizard claws, because again, on Nocturne, that's the kind of creatures you can expect. We didn't get a chest, which from my point of view was a little bit lame. I was hoping for a brand new custom made for the Salamander chest, but you can use the old one from the sniper. The same goes for the Graves, unfortunately, and the gloves as well. So no new gauntlets and no new Graves. You can use, again, the one from the Sniper Champion. You do get the backpack, which looks like this. You do get this war gear on top, which is a brazier. And that, from my point of view, is very cool. It looks amazing while you're actually running. It feels like it's fed by gas continuously, so that's pretty cool. And that's, for the most part, kind of it. And a bunch of decals as well that you, once again, can see in the heraldry. We did not get a whole lot of stuff, unfortunately, for the Salamanders. I was hoping for a bit more. It feels a little bit on the cheap side. And that's pretty much it for the cosmetics. Let's talk about weapons. Brand new weapons, yes, or brand new weapons, no. A lot of brand new heroic weapons. Do you guys like the idea of heroic weapons? Yes, no. So far, I was able to test this guy right here. We're talking about a brand new heroic hammer, and it has electrified thunderclap. Fully charged attacks leave behind a shock grenade effect. And yes, when you go for the double stumpy, yes, you do leave behind 2 of them, so that's absolutely fantastic. That's that this one, it works like a treat. But in terms of stats, my friends, basically, this is the same old fencing relic hammer that you had before, but with increased cleave from 2 to 6. So, there you go. I said this time and again, one of the most underwhelming melee weapons in the game is the actual Thunder Hammer. Why is that? Because it looks tremendous, impactful, feels beautiful, especially after patch 9.0, but it just doesn't have the heft to match the animation, if that makes any sense. But this is definitely a nice addition to it. You can get the Thunder Hammer, the brand new one. Now, that's the only one I tested so far, but that's not the only heroic weapon that was added to patch 11.0. You also get a bunch of other ones. For example, do you love the sniper class? For my 2 cents, I'm not into snipers, not because the class is not amazing, because it is. I'm just not enjoying that type of playstyle. You get the Rappel sniper rifle after performing a headshot. 1 round is automatically reloaded into the weapon, and this thing, I think, has a 10x headshot multiplier. Correct me if I'm wrong. Beautiful, fantastic. Brand new secondary as well. Retributor's Request. Shooting an enemy with the Elite Scream status stops it from calling for reinforcement, and headshots kill in 1 shot. Now, of course, I haven't tested this so far on the PTS either, but you guys let me know. From what I know, you only get the 1 headshot kill thing if it screams for reinforcements. Because if it doesn't and it just kills everything in a single headshot, then that would be a bit very, very broken. You also got the Instigator Bolt Carbine wrapped. Fire rounds in high rate burst. Never was a fan of the Instigator Bolt Carbine, but you might be. We also get a Heavy Bolter, a brand new Heavy Bolter, and I'm interested in this one. It's called Chains of Duty. When it comes to chains, this is a very Black Templar thematic thing. They're all about chains, and no, not just because the Blood Ravens steal stuff, or maybe just because the Blood Ravens steal stuff. Regardless, perfect powder window increased by 50%. After a gun strike, the weapon is completely cooled. Do you think that's worth or not? To me, it sounds a little bit iffy. I'm gonna have to check out the stats on this one. And if you're into fisting, Death's Grasp is also a thing, a brand new power fist for you. Performing a finisher marks a nearby Majoris level or higher enemy for a gun strike. Light attack damage increased by 200%, but charge attack damage is decreased by 50%. Now, normally the way we played, at least with the power fist, charge them up, hit a big bunch of Majoris, which would send them immediately into execute because of how breakpoints work and the power fist, which is why the power fist, in my opinion, one of the most powerful melee weapons in the game. So this one is made to counter that playstyle completely, just spamming quick attacks by the look of it. I'll come back to you fantastic people when we get more testing time. Of course, you also get additional cosmetics that you can buy. The Mark 7, yeah baby, with no emblem on this one, okay? So you get the Mark 7 with no Imperial Fist or no emblem on it whatsoever, so you can use it for any fashion. You also get the Mark 6 Corvus Veteran Helmet, but again, this will be more like a Raven Guard thing. 2 additional shoulders, the Honorific Gem, and Veteran Molecular Bonding Studs. The Molecular Bonding Studs is more of a type of fashion that you would sport for pre-heresy looks, especially if you, like me, like sporting a pre-heresy Death Guard look. The Molecular Stud shoulder would be fantastic. For the Black Templars, specifically Black Templars Artificer Mark 10, something a Blade Brother would use, but you also have a simple one without the actual Black Templar marking, so you can use it for, again, whatever chapter you prefer. You also got 2 cloaks. First one, the Chameleon Line Shroud for your right pauldron, but you can also pick up the Veteran's Shroud for your right pauldron. One thing that I'm a little bit disappointed of, I was hoping to see the helmet that we were able to obtain from the Void Beast event. come to this store and actually be purchasable with accolades. That is currently not the case. Maybe like me, you got bugged, or you just simply did not get the helmet. So that's a bit of a crying shame. And by the way, for 500 requisition points, you can also buy the Profir shield weapon skin, in case you didn't have that one. Chaos Champions are now customizable. Yes, you can customize your Chaos look in PvP. Whether you unlock the champion skin or not doesn't really matter. Now everything is customizable. You can mix and match. Now, not all armor pieces will work on whatever class, but for example, let's say you are a Nurgle fan, are you not? So you go for the Death Guard, that's the Bulwark. Let's say I don't like this helmet with the horn sticking out of it. I can change it for something like the Night Lord's helmet, right? Or the Black Legion, or whatever else. You guys get the point. You can make something that is a bit more personable to your own individual look and style. So yes, these are customizable, which is absolutely fantastic. I applaud the change, which is why I'm still a little bit bummed that these fantastic Chaos looking armors, because they are Chaos armors, cannot be used in PvE still. So there you go. But if you're after customization, you just got a big truck worth of customization. Enjoy, PvPers. Regarding the PvE mission, this one is called Reclamation. Basically, we're gonna board a downed and taken over ship by the Xenos, and we're gonna clear it out and destroy it. We played it a couple of times, it was quite enjoyable, so I do recommend you give it a spin. Currently, there's also an event, and during this event, we're gonna be able to get ourselves some additional accolades. When the community reaches 100,000 Reclamation completions, we're gonna get 100 accolades. If you don't know what accolades are, the triangle currency, the blue triangle currency, which is used to purchase the cosmetics and heroic weapons. Now, also, when you complete this mission 3 times, you're also gonna get 1 additional accolade. So a grand total of 200 extra. It's not something huge, but it is something to put you a little bit higher and encourage players to try out Reclamation, which again, it is quite the cool weapon, and I recommend you fantastic people give it a spin. And I do believe, my friends, that's pretty much it. As my general thoughts for the update, I do love the update. I think it's a great addition, especially if you already got the season pass. I dig the cosmetics and everything. I still think, however, that they kind of skipped out on the Salamanders pack. I wanted to see there at least an additional chest piece. No graves, no gauntlet. A little bit on the cheap side. And unfortunately, most of the icons that you can unlock, I'm talking about the heraldry, the decals, are with the 6th squad, which is fantastic, but if you want something different, well, you can't really customize that. And making those decals, I'm sure, doesn't take a ton of time and resources. And I do believe that's pretty much it, my friends. You can also catch me over on Twitch live if you have any additional questions. As always, my name has been Lazar, and I'll catch you fantastic people in the next one. Ciao.
Remember, Captain, don't get cracked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those things are on the tabletop too. I know the model. I know it's not particularly good. I will crack you with my ancient Rylan orbs. Boom, boom.
Up and already? Up there.
Where?
Done.
Excuse me. I'm just gonna do a little bit of house cleaning. It does look like he's like using some kind of mop. I don't think so. I don't think so, but it was a good try, guy.
Okay, they go up onto this little platform.
I will crush upon him.
Get down from there, you freak!
He's going for a rug. Oh, there's one down here. It's a nice try, guy. Double smash. Not to be confused with a single smash, which is not the same. I think this is the part where we stay in the middle, by the way.
Yeah.
Just stay around me, my battle bros, for I will smash them and their mamas. From up above I rain death and destruction upon my foes. I get way into this.
I think a bulwark would be pretty good in this situation, right?
Uh-oh. Tell me, when exactly is a bulwark not a good idea?
Touché.
Like, bulwarks are essentially still the best fucking class in the game by far. Careful.
Nearly dead. I need to
No,
get
no,
the.
no, no. Damn, he moved.
I need to get Dex or fucking Stim. For no!
Brother, what are you doing there? That's a nice try, but you dead now, bro. I got one. It's gonna fly. And that's all she wrote. Ancient Sober.